And when you look at the replay, it's not even that bad. I don't even understand why I got a tech for it. Yeah, my intention wasn't to like pay back or anything because it was him. I didn't even pay attention to it was him until I actually fouled him. I just saw somebody drive and I saw that I was late. I was trying to swipe at the ball.
Joining us now, David Kaplan. Been a minute, Cap.
What's going on?
What's up, Cap? What's going on with our squad?
Jay Will?
What's going on with Bull Squad, man?
They
got bullied last night by the
play
Bucks, man. They got bullied last night.
They did, but look, this team is not going anywhere in the playoffs. Could they squeak out a round? Depends who they play. They probably don't. They're okay with that. Deep down, they know the best is yet to come. That's why they didn't trade Patrick Williams, who's going to be a star in the league. They'll make another good move this summer. Let me ask you a question. What if the Lakers said, you know what, we got to retool this whole thing. Hey, we'll give you LeBron James for Zach LaVine. You doing it, Jay?
LeBron James? No. I'll give it LeBron James for Zach LaVine? Cap, what are you talking about? LeBron James is like a top 5 NBA player this year.
We are talking to David Kaplan, co-host of Cap and
He's
J Hood.
Here. I thought you were going to come at me with AD, Cap.
Me too.
On ESPN 1000.
You crisscrossed the hell out of me.
Oh, you got me over, too.
That's
I was waiting.
what I do.
Wait, see, Cap, this goes deep.
Break your ankle.
Cap, you do break my ankles. You've done it multiple times. This goes deeper for me, though, Cap. This lets me know something. This makes me think that you don't think Zach LaVine is the guy to get the Bulls over the hump. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
You know, I've talked recently to people I have just tremendous respect for that played the game at the highest level. I just don't know if he's got the dog mentality, that I'm going to kill you, whatever it takes. I don't care if that's my mom out there. I'm just asking.
Hey, Cap, is it that, or is it like sometimes people get hung with that, like Westbrook? Oh, he's crazy because he just doesn't shoot it very well. To me, he is not. His handles aren't the level that you need them to be to create off the dribble like some other guys. But he shoots it. He can finish. Like, he does a lot of nice things. And when I look at this Bulls team, I look at the Suns. If Lonzo Ball's healthy right now, I look at the Bulls as some version of that.
But he's not. He's out for the rest of the season.
I know. I get it. I say if he's healthy, he's not. That's the real problem, isn't it?
So you're telling me that the missing piece to the Bulls is Lonzo Ball. And I love him. He's shot the ball better. He's a really good floor leader. He's a good player. But the missing piece to the Bulls is Lonzo Ball?
Yeah.
He's a good player. Glad he's here. No, it's not.
Cap
goes a little deeper than that. They get bullied.
So, Cap, you mentioned Zach LaVine for LeBron James. Would you take AD and Westbrook for See, you didn't even let me finish.
There's a reason why you asked LeBron.
You're not in love with Lonzo. I'll take Lonzo back. Give me DeMar DeRozan. You can have AD and Westbrook. You don't want that deal?
Yeah, no shot, Key. No shot. I don't want AD because AD can't stay on the floor.
I guess if your issue is you think you're getting bullied, then you want someone a little more physically imposing than AD, right? But I want to get back. I just want to say something about this Bulls team, Cap, and Lonzo Ball. When he was with the Lakers and he got hurt, everyone remembers when LeBron got hurt and the season fell apart a couple years ago. Actually, Lonzo got hurt and the season fell apart. They were winning with Lonzo. You don't think of him as a guy who makes this thing work for them?
Oh, no. I'm not saying that. I'm saying he's a very, very good player. But I'm just telling you, if you think you drop a healthy Lonzo Ball into the lineup, oh, man, here comes Chicago. They're going to the Eastern Conference Final. I don't think they're there yet.
Yeah,
they don't have enough perimeter shooting, first of all.
I also feel like we're even wasting too much time on Lonzo Ball. Let me go back to your LeBron James take here for a second, because I want to ask you, Cap, if he goes for the scoring title after he's been eliminated, what kind of feedback do you think he would get from Lakers fans and from the media?
Well, I think it would be a horrible message to send that, hey, last night we're trying to keep our season alive. We're literally on the table, and they called code blue. I wasn't there for you. Sorry. I couldn't help you. But I'm going to go get my stats? No. You can't play the rest of this week. No way.
Dave Kaplan, co-host of Cap and J Hood. Listen to him weekdays from 7 to 10. Cap, do you think that Tiger Woods is an elite athlete?
Such a ridiculous.
We saw this opportunity, and we want to play our part in bringing success to Laker basketball, and we fell short.
Worst team that I've seen in my 50 years, well, let's call it 40 years of understanding basketball and really watching basketball. Most disappointing team in Laker history by far. It's not even close. And I know everybody is, oh, well, wait a minute, they had to, when they went with Karl Malone and Gary Payton and the Steve Nash team, no. Those teams at least made it to the playoffs. One team made it to the finals. If Karl Malone doesn't get hurt, who knows what happens? They, like you said, Max, this particular team with LeBron James, Westbrook, and AD to start with, them three dudes, couldn't even get to the play-in game.
Play-in?
If I feel like I could put 5 dudes off any team in the NBA and they can make a run and get into the play-in game. And if anybody out there that thinks that I'm missing something, let me know. Because when you have LeBron James on your team and you have the opportunity to make it to a play-in and a playoff with LeBron James, and you cannot do that, no matter how many games he misses, no matter how many games AD miss, no matter how bad Westbrook is playing, you're supposed to still be able to compete regardless. And when I go back into history and I start playing it in my mind, Jay, I start trying to think, what other Laker teams were this disappointing?
I don't know of any other ones that have been.
I mean,
like
1,
this.
2, 3 Cancun with Nicky V and them. At least they was fun, and they wasn't expected to do much.
You got 2 guys who are top 75 in the NBA's top 75, and Russell Westbrook and LeBron James. I look, this whole season to me has been ineptitude shown in so many different ways. So first off, the Lakers organization, like, they didn't make a move by the trade deadline. I just want you guys to think about it. They were struggling by the trade deadline. They didn't make a move. They decided not to use their 2027 first-round pick to make a move to enhance this roster, which to me, once again, we get into the Chris Rock, Will Smith, was a sign like, okay, yeah, you're going to get Chris Rocked because you guys decided to make the move. LeBron James, Clutch, you made your bed, live in it. Live in it to a degree. We're going to add in the buyout market DJ Augustine. DJ Augustine is going to be the savior, a 34-year-old guy, a journeyman. He's going to be the guy that's going to be the savior for your organization.
When you say live in it, so
LeBron James, you guys have decided to make this move to get Russell Westbrook.
We're not going to dig
We
deeper
wanted to
holes.
get Buddy Hield. We wanted to get DeMar DeRozan to a degree. You guys didn't want that. Here's your bed. You make it. You lie in it.
So we're not going to dig deeper holes in the future, mortgaging the future or whatever draft capital we have left to try to put lipstick on this pig, basically, right?
Well,
but we're just gonna let this thing die and not sacrifice more for this bad idea, basically. Is
But
what
that
they're
was
telling.
that for whatever reason, the front office and organization, Jeannie Buss and Rob Pelinka, said no. They were not going to do it. They wanted, like you said, they didn't want to give up their pick because I think at some point they've gotten tired to a degree of Rich Paul, LeBron James kind of being